almost as old as the sport itself. Two teams that when the history books are referenced, their names populate virtually every page. Winged helmets, golden domes, and as always, when these two match up, legacy is on the line. Welcome everyone to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. There have been a ton of nail-biters in this rivalry, and Michigan won a close one last time out.
And you know in this game, you've got to be able to handle your emotions because undoubtedly the game's going to go down to the final seconds. And last time, it was Michigan that was able to pull through.
They have made the plays in the winning moments, and listen, you show those on tape, and the Irish know they've got to execute better down the stretch of this rivalry.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Still on his feet at the 45. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside give. Breaks the tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. To the air on 2nd down. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
With the catch, it's Rasmussen. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockney and Fielding Yost, Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine units.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Finds his tight end. Gave them a little room to work with before going out of bounds at the 10.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's White. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Made a defender miss. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo. He'll pull it on the read. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Ready to try the point after. That is confidence in your arm strength. Look at the revolutions on that one as he zips it in there.
Confidence, arm arrogance, whatever you want to call it. You could tell he believed it. Put it right where he needed to. You got double coverage. You got to fit it in there. He believed, and he did.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult, but at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another one.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
They'll try to get it through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
Love the call going RPO here on fourth and short. And how about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll give it to him again. Smashes through the tackle. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Give to the fullback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
Big fullback's got it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. You know what? That's a bit of a trick play. Give it to the big guy. Let him tote that rock to the house.
It's a trick in college football now to even have a fullback in the game. Give it to the big fella. I'll tell you what, that's like tackling a tree stump. All legs, just big, stocky guy. Get in the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's John. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Wolverines want to move quickly. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And the Wolverines will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires one high and deep. Touchdown, Wolverines! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. They found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to San Diego State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Punt is on its way. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So here comes the Michigan offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds his man in the middle. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. No huddle, offense to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside.
Touchdown, Michigan! A great catch and run for 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Going deep. He's got it inside the 30. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The inside handoff. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Right on the money. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
I love the aggressive nature there by the offensive play caller, too. He's not just playing it safe, get a few yards, center the ball, help our field goal kicker out. He's trying to move the sticks through the passing attack. The quarterback makes a nice throw, and now it's 1st and goal.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Irish! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
The Wolverines moving quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, that's why that one fell incomplete.
Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Wants to throw again. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
This time on target. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's White. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Finds a man on the left. Score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
First down, 10 yards to go. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, Michigan.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Grabbed over the middle. It's John. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And now the lead is extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, the Michigan-Notre Dame rivalry is among the most bitter in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's send it back to our guys in the booth to see how the fight between Michigan and Notre Dame plays out.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. There he goes! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
That is such a great play by that defender. And how many times on deep balls do we see PI? Do we see pass interference? In situations just like that, that defender did an outstanding job.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll run play action. Got a man, it's White. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw it to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with his speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's John. At the 40. There he goes. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set. You still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
Lost to throw again. Pocket breaking down. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking to fire. Throwing right. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Past the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. James Madison needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Harrisonburg behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Charlotte. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance for you to win this game or the future games.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And some room to work.
The return brings it out to the 34, and the Michigan offense will take over.
So here comes the Michigan offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Completes the shuffle pass.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Quarterback making checks. He'll start this drive firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to...
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. The snap sets up to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. 1st down and more. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. To start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He's got him. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. If this dude were a kid knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And he tacks on the extra point. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. And he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Fires to the big fella.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Leaves it with the back. Still running at the 40. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Good work up front to get that 1st down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Bringing the heat. Skips away from pressure. Got him downfield. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got him 1st and goal.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Deflected at the goal line.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Give to the fullback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Notre Dame lines up quickly. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go to the air. Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Irish! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby!
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Colorado State is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of getting Cam the rest of the day off. They're up by 17 over San Diego State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on! They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Fires downfield. Connection to the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. No huddle here for the offense.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They load their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That is no good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Second down coming up. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged spoiled, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
Gonna let it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Catch inside the 25.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's throwing for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Scrambling away. It's complete. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Off the boot, looking for his man. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. It's complete! Touchdown, Notre Dame! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, I love this team's belief in their self. I love the way they responded. Listen, you're playing against a ranked team, a perceived better team. You get down early, but you don't quit, Jesse. You keep fighting, and they took the lead in this football game. You talk about heart and belief, they got it.
You're absolutely right, David. That's one of the things this coaching staff is always harping on this team about. You play until there's zeros on the clock. You keep fighting. It doesn't matter how much you get down by. You play the next play, and they slowly but surely have scratched and clawed their way right back into this game.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
And the offense tries to take matters into their own hands. Like, down 1, I want the 2-point conversion. I want to take the lead. Now, the defense is going to have to come up big, try to get them the football back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. play action. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
He makes the catch. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
The Wolverines in the hurry-up. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
On the play. Brings up 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. And that is no good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead.
Man, there is nothing worse in the world than that feeling right there. Missing a field goal when your team needs it the most, that's what you do. You're a kicker. You're supposed to make those. Man, oh man, Palmer, that sting.
He's going to carry that miss for a long time too, David. Obviously, the offense and the team put him in a position to come through for them. He's just going to have to learn from this, get back to practice, and want to make it next time he gets that opportunity.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't